Hello guys, we are going to be making lasagna. Yes, lasagna. What you will need for this is some sort of a casserole dish, mine's glass, a skillet, frying pan, whatever you want to call it. I have it sprayed down with Pam right now. You can use butter if you'd like, it's just to cook the hamburger. A pound of hamburger, I kind of have a lot more than a pound, and make sure that your hamburger gets unthawed in the fridge overnight. 1 egg, you want to make sure you always grab right from the middle. Makes everyone in the happiest of moods. I use extra large eggs. You can use large eggs, just not mediums. Put this back in here. Cottage cheese. That's what you'll be mixing the egg with. And cheese. So, now that we got this up to a decent temperature, we're going to actually flip the camera around, unlike my last cooking video, which went poorly, to say the least. We're going to jab a hole in it, rip the plastic off, throw that in the garbage. Alright, then we're going to grab a spatula, one of these bad boys. Make sure it's got the 3 holes in it, otherwise it'll be a greasy mess. Although it doesn't really matter, I guess. And yeah, make sure that you unthaw it overnight, because I didn't, and this is frozen. So then what you do is you put it onto a plate and you put it on defrost in the microwave, because I'm not cooking 1.7 kilos of hamburger all at once. That's a big friggin' lasagna. So yeah, we put this in the microwave on defrost 1. There we go. We also got Smokey here. You know, let's not forget we got Smokey. Smokey's our little buddy. He helps us out in the kitchen. So, yeah, there's that. Basically, while that's defrosting, I'll do a couple of the prep steps. In a larger bowl that I have, but I don't want to waste too many dishes. I just have a cereal bowl here. If you got a slightly bigger one, it works a bit better. Smokey, get down. You want to bring your cottage cheese out. Okay. If you want to even do less dishes, you just do it right into the container. But I'm lazy, but not that lazy. Smokey, get down. Struggles of having a pet, am I right? Or am I right? Then you take either a spoon or a fork. Smokey, no one wants to see. Alright. Just realized I couldn't say that on camera. But, yeah, then you load all that cottage cheese into your bowl. So it's empty. Then you crack your egg. Okay, and then you stir that up, and that is the that fancy stuff that you're supposed to have. This is a cheap alternative. This is how I've always made it. Cottage cheese and egg. It makes that fancy cheese that you're supposed to put in between the layers. You're going to burn yourself. Get down. Okay. After that's all well and mixed, we kind of just have to wait now. But I forgot we also need another bowl. Right here. And I'm going to get 2 bowls. You only need 1 if you got a pound of hamburger. But since I was stupid and got 1.5 kilograms of hamburger, I kind of need 2 to split them. So. We got our 2 bowls here. I'm going to put the cheese back into the fridge. Just grabbed it because that's something that you will need for the lasagna. The lasagna without cheese is sus. Alright. That's good enough for the hamburger. I just need it defrosted enough to cut through it. Is it defrosted enough for me to cut through it? Barely, but yes. I'm just going to cut it right down the middle. Actually, I don't need 2 bowls. I need a Ziploc bag is what I need. Because I'm going to be making some other shit with hamburger tomorrow. Yeah, I need a freezer bag. There we go. We're going to plop this right down here. Turn that temperature down just a tad. I probably have like 2 pounds of hamburger here, but I like my lasagna meaty, so there's that. Put that back into the freezer, and I'll put this one into the fridge. Go. That right there. If you season your meat or anything, do so like in a bit. I do mine a bit after that you're actually supposed to. So if you want to get real fancy, you can. I just don't. Get this to where you guys can see what I'm trying to failingly do. Hey, that's perfect. Alright, we're going to get a fork. I'll flip that around. Look at that. Yeah. I'm basically just gonna shred it off. I would just stab at it like that if it was unthawed, but unfortunately it's not. So unfortunately I have to shred it, but you can just go to town fucking stomping on it. Expert. Now something that is like, I never see it anywhere, but I do it anyways. Could be why my lasagna tastes different than everyone else's. Is about halfway through the cooking the hamburger process, I take the juices that are in it and I strain it, then I continue cooking it the rest of the way. It just makes it less greasy. Healthy. But that's just my personal preference. You don't have to if you don't want to. Making some pretty good time here, 12 minutes. There we go, we're getting into the smaller chunks now. Just got this big boy to go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That was close. There we go. I got 2 pounds of hamburger on my skillet. Or frying pan, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what this is. I'm not a chef at all. You probably shouldn't take cooking recommendations from me, but it's content and I'm starving. So, yeah. But yeah, you just beat your meat in your pan there. So that your meat is semi-sorta thawed because it's been cooking, quite literally. Alright. And I think I'm live streaming. No, I'm not live streaming. If I can edit, I'm probably going to edit this out. If not, then you're going to see it. So, that's something. And this is right about the point where I strain it and then continue cooking. Again, you don't have to do this. This is just something that makes it a little less greasy. I do the straining thing twice. Technically 3 times. Like I said, it just makes it less greasy. Still got the same heat, still got the same everything. It's just less greasy now. There we go. Now we just gotta brown that. And this is when I add pepper. You're supposed to add salt too, but y'all that don't know me, I don't like salt. I like pepper. But just because, that's all the salt I need. And we stir that around. Make sure that I don't just get one bite of incredible saltness, because I know the pepper's been spread around. There we go. And hamburger's almost done. If you want it a little bit more juicy, like greasy, whatever you want to call it, less dry, not necessarily right now, but when the hamburger is almost cooked but not quite all the way, then start doing your prep, because it'll cook the rest of the way in the oven. So yeah. Put this bowl back away, because that was just me having a blonde moment. Put some of my garbage away. Right about here, because it takes about 15 minutes to prep from like the stage right here. You want to turn your stove up to 350. Let that preheat. What, Smokey? You're not getting hamburger. Not until it's done, anyways. You know I spoil my cake. There we go, it's beat down enough. Beat down Boulevard. It's the toughest street in town. If you're with this gangsta crew, you're bound to get beat down. Anyone that knows that reference, props. Yeah, this is about the stage where I would say to put into your thing. If you only wanted to half cook it here, the rest of the way cook it on the oven. I'm just going to do a little bit more. I'm losing my spatula handle. Oh, I wish I could be shirtless. But A, you guys wouldn't like that. And B, well, I don't think YouTube would like that. But I would. It's freaking hot in here. Especially, we got heat. But anyways, how have you guys been doing? Been, you know, doing some good shit. Anyways, I just thought about this. Now you want to take your sauce. If you want to make it yourself, you can. I'm lazy, so I got my own pasta sauce. It's not sponsored, but it's Hunt's Thick and Rich 4 cheese to get the maximum cheese flavor out of there. So you want to open that up. have your kids lick that off. And hamburger's almost done. Almost done. It went from like red and it's like a maroon now. Although on the camera it looks freaking red. To me it's like a maroon color. Which is like a brownie red. Yeah. Because I'm lazy and impatient, I'm gonna put the camera right here. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it over there because that's where my dish is. Yeah. We're gonna take our bowl. We're gonna turn the stove off first. Be safe. We're gonna strain our meat. I almost screwed up right there, but that's okay. There we go. Pass that on to the side so then when I feel like doing dishes, I can do them. Then you put your strained meat into a bowl. Then you take your sauce, you put it in the same bowl. I use the whole can because I put 2 pounds in. You usually want to use like 3/4 of a can. I also don't like mine that saucy. No, this is like a pound of hamburger. I don't know, it could have been like 1.5 pounds too. I don't know. Yeah, this is really saucy. This was about 1 pound. Good job, Brandon. That means I have 2 half pounds in my fridge and freezer. So now we got that beautiful mixture. We want to take a little bit of it and put it on the bottom. What that's going to do is it's going to prevent it from sticking. Not all the way, mind you. But it'll let you get your slices of lasagna off the pan anyways. Make sure you get along the sides too. Even though you're going to be layering up, I always initially get along the sides as well. Alright, after you have that all situated, you want 3 lasagna noodles, which I just realized that's what my phone's on. So, phone, you're going over to my toaster. There we go. I don't think I'm going to be using my toaster. You take 3 lasagna noodles. Again, you can make them yourself. I'm just lazy. Then you want to take the rest of your meat, put it in. There we go. Now you want that to be put aside. You want 3 more lasagna noodles. Then you want your egg and cottage cheese mixture or that fancy cheese that I still cannot think of the name of. I think it's ricotta cheese. I don't know, I could be wrong. It's just really fancy lasagna cheese that you're supposed to put on. This is the cheap alternative. Make sure you get that stuff everywhere. There we go. Then you take 3 more lasagna noodles. Then you get out your cheese. I was once again lazy and I bought the pre-shredded ones. Growing up in my kitchen, I'd always help my mom. I was the cheese shredder. So now the grocery store is my cheese shredder. So of course I have to pay a little bit, but I get the same cheese. And you want to make sure you get that cheese everywhere. Every nook, every cranny. Smokey's coming to say hi. Stands right in front of the camera. Smokey. There you go. Finish that. There you go. Now, what you want to do is you want to put a thing of tinfoil in. You'll have a dull side and a shiny side. Shiny side down. Now, because the oven's preheated and it's friggin' hot, what you want to do is you want to make a mess. And grab your oven mitt. Mind you, I only got one because I lost the other one. So taking this stuff out is going to be a nightmare. Oh, fuck, that was heavy. Whew. There we go. And what you want to do now is put a timer on. I have a Google Home Mini, as many of you that watch my channel know. And you want to say, hey Google, set a timer for 55 minutes and 55 seconds.
55 minutes and 55 seconds. Starting now.
Because you're supposed to put it on for an hour, but after that timer goes off, I turn the oven off. That way, the oven still has heat. It's not going to slow down the cooking process at all. It's literally 4 minutes that it's going to be turned off for, and in those 4 minutes the oven's just going to be brought down from 350 to like 100 and something. Mind you, the pan is still going to be very hot, so I'm going to probably get like a dish towel or something for my other hand. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to upload a video. I think. No, I'm not. I am going to go though because, well, I kinda, yeah, need to wait 55 minutes. So, enjoy this scenery while we wait. I'm just kidding. That's my grocery store. That's my barbecue. That's my solar light. That's my other solar light. That's my cat. I also made this in a woodworking class. Mind you, I gotta get some glue and fix this thing. What that thing's supposed to do is, instead of looking for a handle over here, you just put it under the lid and it lifts up. But yeah, the glue came off. I put it all in glow-in-the-dark tape so I knew where it was. I have, as you saw, the in there. So then if I put ice in there, it keeps it a little cold. So when I want to have a few cold ones, it kind of works out for me. So yeah. Huh, Smokey didn't even eat the hamburger. He just wanted some screen time. Okay. Anyway, be back.